Hey guys, so I want to make a quick little side-by-side comparison here. Two of the best phones from 2014. Of course, the Nexus 6 is coming out soon as well, which is going to be one of the final awesome phones from 2014. But this is definitely two of those who are definitely in the top: the Galaxy Note 4 and the Motorola Moto X. So let's just compare them here a little bit. I will have pricing in the build pins and stuff like that on my website in the description down below, so you can check that out if you want. But I want to check them out here, compare them a little bit. Obviously, you can see here that the Moto X is a little bit smaller here, but both are two big phones here, and let's talk about some key differences here, why I do enjoy like the Moto X here over the Note 4. First of all, the cool thing with the Moto X is that it comes with like a stock version of Android, so it's very clean version here. You can see you do get to the new kind of card view here, and it's actually one of the first devices that got this brand new Android 5.0 update. So very nice. You don't have any weird UI, or you don't get like Samsung's TouchWiz UI as you can get it over here, but you do get the clean version of Android, the same as the Nexus devices are getting. So that is definitely a very big thing why you might be interested here in the Moto X more than like the Galaxy Note 4. So another thing here why the Moto X might be a little bit better here is that it comes with like a sort of like a water resistance, that you can like put it in water at least a few seconds probably, because I've been seeing a review from Erica Griffin on YouTube, and she did that and it actually worked. Then if she did it for a longer period of time, and the phone didn't work after that. But I'm pretty sure that this one definitely is way more water resistant than a phone like the Galaxy Note 4. Now of course you shouldn't put this one in water, but if you would drop it, I would bet my money that the Moto X would survive a longer period of time. Now, a lot of other things are good with the Moto X. I mean, it has an AMOLED display usually, as Samsung devices is featuring like the Note 4 here, and it's a great phone because it has it's very thin or slim here on the sides of the phone, so it feels extremely comfortable in the hand and has a very good size as well. You can also see here that it has this kind of cool thing where it kind of knows when I'm looking at the display, and when it does that, you can quickly unlock it without pushing any buttons. So that is extremely cool, I gotta say, that you can have that feature. Now of course, the things that are better here with the Note 4, if you ask me, there's a lot of things. First of all, it costs like $150 more, which is a little bit more money, but then again, you get a more high resolution display, 1 gigabyte of extra RAM, so 3 gigabytes of RAM instead of 2. You do get 60 megapixel camera as well, instead of just getting a 30 megapixel camera. You do get that 60 megapixel camera, so that could definitely be quite nice. You also do get some other internals which you don't get here inside of the Moto X, which is you do get the new Snapdragon 805 instead of Snapdragon 801, so it's 2.7 gigahertz quad instead of 2.5 gigahertz quad, and it also comes with Crate 450 there at the quad core instead of Crate 400. Which I'm pretty sure this Moto X is featuring. It also features bigger battery, so instead of just a 2000 milliamp battery, you get a 3220 milliamp battery, and of course it's pretty obvious why, because it's a bigger phone. But some of the key features here, I would say, well, this one is a little bit more of a killer phone, is you do have actually the S Pen. And the S Pen has been way more improved, and there's actually not that many phones that have a pen, and it's pretty cool to have a pen that's extremely accurate. You don't have to push down hard, and you can create like really cool things, drawings and stuff like that. And I think that's pretty cool to have a phone that have a feature like that like stands out from the crowd. This is awesome. I like to have a phone that, you know, kind of stands out. So that's why I'm still gonna use the the Note 4 here, or the Galaxy Note lineup as my main phones. You know, better internals, also 32 gigabytes of internal storage. That's the only variant of the Note 4, which is pretty awesome. And then we do also, you know, might be a disadvantage here with Samsung's own TouchWiz. I don't have a big problem with it. The displays as well is more high resolution. It's a quad HD display, so way more pixels, 500 plus pixel density. So way more pixels, which I do enjoy. I do enjoy more pixels, even though it's not like a major super big deal, but it's pretty awesome actually to have more pixels, especially if you're reading or something like that, and if you want to have a really great experience, even though you're still gonna have a great experience on the Moto X 1080p display. You as well have this cool thing where you can remove the back and you can replace the battery, and I think that's an awesome feature if you get a problem with your device, if you need to replace the battery in the future. And then also I gotta say that with Samsung's new premium phones, the Galaxy Alpha and the Note 4, I mean the premium feeling on these devices is just I think a little bit more of a step up compared to the Moto X. Even though the Moto X second generation here also feels very good on the sides, I do enjoy these bigger sides more, this metal feeling, aluminum. Yeah, but yeah, you also have this thing here where you have the fingerprint sensor used as iPhones. I also think that's a great little feature there, and it's not something that you don't get here. But then again, Motorola have a lot of good things, like a lot of backups and backup apps and stuff like that that they do have already pre-installed. A lot of Moto apps, which seems to be pretty awesome. Way more awesome than a lot of the Samsung internal apps, which I don't really enjoy that much. But yeah, both are very great quality device, and you can't go wrong with any one of these. So yeah, as I said, on my website I will have a link section to both these two, and you can also see some and find some like top accessories and things like that for these two devices. So yeah, I might do some more videos, and